To manage the expansion of Chinese influence across Asia, Washington views the Indian subcontinent as its most necessary democratic counterweight. But the strength of that partnership isn't guaranteed. Over the last year, policy disputes and trade friction have pushed relations between the two capitals to their lowest point in decades. This data shows the primary point of friction. As New Delhi increased its reliance on discounted Russian oil, the Trump administration responded with tariffs of up to 50% on Indian exports. This economic standoff stalled the security partnership in the Indo-Pacific. Without a significant shift in the regional landscape, the two nations had little incentive to move past the dispute. That shift arrived through the escalating conflict between the United States and Iran. These are the primary shipping lanes connecting the Persian Gulf to global markets. By implementing blockades, Iran effectively shut down transit through the Strait of Hormuz. This creates a crisis for India. It imports 80% of its crude oil, half through this specific choke point. The instability in the Middle East created a massive energy deficit in India. This shared crisis provided a new reason for Washington and New Delhi to return to the negotiating table. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio began his mission in Kolkata, making the first visit by a top American diplomat in over a decade. But the focus quickly moved to New Delhi for an hour-long meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, centered on energy security. Rubio's proposal was concrete. The United States would use its own rising oil and gas production to replace the supply India lost in the Middle East. The deal also includes the use of Venezuelan crude oil, recently brought back into the global market, to help satisfy India's industrial refining needs. By offering to backstop India's energy grid with American production, Rubio shifted the conversation. The focus moved away from the recent tariff disputes and toward a shared energy security roadmap. To ensure the partnership remains stable, the U.S. is also addressing long-standing friction points beyond oil. Rubio introduced a new America First visa scheduling tool. It's designed to fast-track Indian business professionals, providing a workaround to broader U.S. immigration restrictions. He also briefed the Prime Minister on progress toward a potential peace deal in the Middle East, suggesting that the threat to global shipping might be temporary. As a final sign of cooperation, Rubio delivered a personal invitation from President Trump for the Prime Minister to visit the White House. These specific concessions are designed to repair the diplomatic damage of the last year and secure a deeper commitment from New Delhi. Building intensity. Beyond the immediate relief of this deal, Rubio's pitch points toward a different strategic objective, changing where India sources its most critical fuel. This map shows the projected shift. If India replaces the tankers it lost in the Persian Gulf with exports from the Atlantic and the Americas, it creates a new layer of economic reliance on the West. If this transition holds, it reduces the influence that Russia and Iran have over India's domestic economy, aligning New Delhi's survival more closely with American interests. The immediate result of this diplomatic work will be the Quad Foreign Ministers meeting in New Delhi. With the energy crisis stabilized, the U.S., India, Japan, and Australia can refocus their attention on their shared security goals in the Indo-Pacific. In this instance, the instability in the Middle East provided the opening Washington needed to shore up its presence in Asia. It demonstrates how energy flows can dictate the strength or the fragility of a geopolitical alliance.